As a practicing Catholic, I see no reason why you want to buy that house.
Sounds like something straight out of a Walmart Karen's mouth, doesn't it? Like, I'm not going to pay for that. It's real entitled energy. But anyway, let's get into it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share.
You're going to have, it's just too much. But I really appreciate the thought. But anything beyond that, we just don't have the money. And I'm not going to pay for it. Okay?
The video and get in the comments too. Let me know what you think about all this. So here's what happened. She gets pushed out booted, basically, and then, boom, like clockwork, this little blessing just drops in her lap. A whole opportunity. We'll just call it that, an opportunity. The timing's no coincidence. From the outside looking, it's crystal clear. It's like the second she's out, something opens up, like a door that was waiting to swing wide the minute she walked away. People on the outside can see it plain as day, because they're not operating in fear, not stuck second-guessing every move. They're not calculating risk based on fear or what looks difficult. They're looking at what's happening and going, oh, there it is. There's the bridge. Just walk across. Simple. It's opportunity at its rawest. But the people on the inside are still stuck in their heads, trapped in fear-based decision-making, stuck wondering if it's too risky, if they'll fail, if it's worth it. And I get it. Fear clouds judgment. But let me take you back to that last board meeting, because that was a whole different circus. There was a lot going on, mess, confusion, and some real unexpected opinions flying around. Take Mary Avant, for example. Now, this is someone who wasn't exactly on Team Tiffany, right? She was part of all that pushback, clearly on the other side of whatever Tiffany was pushing. You'd think, at minimum, she'd be an ally for change now, especially since she's even on the Dolton Township board now, like she's in the building. You'd expect her to be able to recognize the value in this opportunity. Finally, a shot to shift things. But nope. She stood up and delivered a completely different take. Said she didn't think they should buy the Pope's house either. Thought it was a bad move. Her whole thing was they should just focus on paying the bills and leave everything as is. It's like, that's it? That's the plan? Just keep paying bills and hope for the best? I mean, sure, if the bills are there, they're there. That's valid. But those bills will still be there whether you buy the Pope's house or not. That doesn't change. What will change is if somebody else buys it, and then they bring in whoever they want, set it up however they like. And suddenly, you're
Good evening, residents. Mary Avant from Dolton. I just have a couple of questions that hopefully will be discussed or answered during the discussion and approval. Purchasing the Pope's resident or these two addresses is admirable, but with the state we're in right now, I guess my concern is, do we have the money? And even if we have the money, there's called upkeep, there's called water, there's called light bills, all of these things. Who's going to maintain that? You know, we raised a whole bunch of cane about not being in the real estate business when we were dealing with Melanie Fitness and the Dorchester, and it looks like we're headed back down that. And I figure we're probably in worse shape now financially than we were. But do we have the money? Or even if somebody's going to give it to us, if I gave you $200,000 today, whatever the house costs, it still has to be maintained. And I say that as a homeowner. In my opinion, a house is a pimp because it's money every day.
town has to deal with whatever that brings new energy, new crowd, and new consequences. But if they take control of it now, own it themselves, they can decide what happens. They can shape it to actually benefit the town or the village. Use it strategically. Build with it. That's the point. Ownership equals power. But some folks, they just can't see it. They don't see the long game. And again, I get it. Fear clouds vision. But still it's wild to watch people fumble the bag because they're scared of the weight. So anyway, let's move on because there's more to unpack here. Especially that little speech she gave. ... I mean, I thought I understood what she was trying to say, but the analogy? A house is like a pimp because it has to be paid every day. What? That was the comparison she chose? Like, I get it, she's trying to say that houses come with constant upkeep, things always popping up. But every day, Mary? Be serious. Nobody's even living in the house. So who exactly is washing dishes? It's ghosts? There's no dishes, no laundry, nobody running water or flipping on lights, and they're not planning on renting it out either. So all that imaginary wear and tear she's ranting about? It's not real, honestly. They could turn the water off and not even miss it. Even if the water stayed on, who's using it? Nobody. Maybe keep the AC running just a smidge in summer to avoid mildew, but that's it. No one's opening windows, so the bugs and rain stay out. Like, maybe a porch light. That's the entire utility bill. One porch light. And she's out here talking like there's a full family of 6 using every appliance in the place. It's absurd. She's acting like somebody's about to move in there and start hosting cookouts every weekend. Newsflash. Ghosts don't do laundry. Sorry, I know I'm ranting. But seriously, when someone's already made up their mind to say no, they'll come up with any excuse to justify it. And this is one of those moments. Even if someone else came in and paid the whole cost, she'd still be asking. Yeah, but what about the bills? Bills for what, ma'am? Nobody's moving in. Nobody's renting it. That's not even the plan. So why are we pretending like there's this endless stream of expenses coming? It's strange, like just really strange logic. And her whole argument started off on the wrong foot anyway. Do we even have the money to pay for this? And then she followed that with, even if we do. So that tells you everything right there. Her answer's no, no matter what. Doesn't matter if the money's there, if the plan is solid, if the model works, she's saying no. Why? Because she just doesn't want something nice. That's what it is. I'm sorry, but the energy around this whole thing is weird. Like they don't want progress. They want to complain about the village, about what it looks like, but they don't want to do anything to fix it. Like they're sitting there waiting for a miracle makeover without having to lift a finger. But they do want someone to blame when it doesn't happen. That's the part. They want to say, y'all don't have good ideas. But then shoot. Down every single idea brought to the table. Then here comes Annette Moreau from Dolton, stepping up for the first time. As a practicing Catholic, I see no reason why you'd want to buy that house. Oh, so being Catholic makes you the authority on whether anyone else should purchase real estate now? Got it? And honestly, I think this lady knows that. But it bothers her that people she doesn't like might benefit from it. That's the vibe. It's in the way she talks. There's a kind of quiet bitterness you can't fake. It's in her eyes, in her tone, in every word she says. Then surprised she changes her reason again. Now, it's not about Catholicism. So we just don't have the money. So which is it? You don't understand the purchase? You think it's a bad idea? Or now it's we're broke. Keep switching the excuse. And then the cherry. On top, I'm not going to pay for it. Okay, Karen. You said it loud and clear. You're not paying for it? She thought she ate with that line. You could tell by the silence in the room everyone else heard what I heard. It's that same I'm not going to pay for it energy. You hear from people in checkout lines refusing to pay for returns, and then she just walks off. No applause, no reaction, like she wasn't even there, just crickets. And yet that one line reveals everything. It's soft-spoken, we just don't have the money. Quickly undercut by that. Loud, dismissive, I'm not going to pay for it. That's not sincerity, that's stubbornness. And that's the real reason I made this video, because sometimes you just have to say it. You can't help people who don't want to be helped. You can't. Don't save her, she don't want to be saved. That's what this is giving. They don't want nice things. They just want to argue, tear each other down, block progress, and complain. It's exhausting, and I know the new mayor's intentions are good. The staff is doing the work. The board, especially Balur, holding people accountable. If something wasn't adding up, we know she'd speak on it. Loudly, nobody up there is asleep at the wheel. But then someone like this comes in and derails everything just to be petty. Luckily, they went through with it anyway. They bought the house. So yes, you were paying for it. Sorry, not sorry. And especially not sorry with that attitude. Listen, you've got to want better. You've got to want something nice for yourself. If someone's trying to give you an opportunity and you slap it away out of pride or spite, that's on you. It's like cutting off your own nose just to spite your face. That's where we're at in America. People hurting themselves just to block someone else's win, and then they turn around and act surprised when it backfires. Every day we're watching people fumble and find out. And yeah, sometimes I laugh, sorry, but also not sorry. Just know this, Mama tried. But if y'all want to keep learning the hard way, Mama's gonna let you. That's life. Mama loves you as she does. Peace.